not a glorious thing that people queue up to see one man because he's the only one who can manifest God. And unfortunately, that's the kind of church we have built. For 10 years, everybody is still queuing up to meet one man. All the appointments is to see one man. Meanwhile, the secular institution that is supposed to be a lower version of reality knows better. They admit people into the university. After 5 years, they all graduate as professionals, as engineers, as doctors, as lawyers, as pharmacists, as philosophers, as physicists, as chemists. In 4 or 5 years, they are able to model what the lecturers who taught them were modeling. How come we have a church system where it's the same person who has been organizing the miracle service that has been organizing it for 10 years? The same person who organizes the deliverance service is the one organizing it for 10 years. And then the church becomes big. You'll find people who don't know God celebrating that man and deifying him. And the man is happy, thinking he's succeeding. You are not succeeding because the number increased. Now, when the number increases, it's a blessing. I don't speak against number. Why? Because when the number increases, it shows that souls are being won. But you are successful when that number is being transfigured into the likeness of God. That's where the real success is. The real success is not in the number. The real success is in the degree of transfiguration, so that when you are not there, anybody can enter your shoes. Jesus himself was speaking. He said, it is much more blessing for you that I live, because if I don't live, the Holy Ghost will not come and you cannot manifest. Today we have churches where one person is the one who preaches for 20 years. He can't leave that altar, as though if he leaves the altar, God has left. If he leaves that altar, there's no God anymore. What systems have we risen? There's a challenge. If nobody else can do what we are doing, then that Christianity is not the type that Jesus left. We must be able to raise people who are able to manifest God. This is where men will truly be free. There are two ways of accessing liberty. The Bible said, he who the Son of Man sets free is free indeed. You are set free when you are delivered from circumstantial limitations and impediment. But there is a higher type of liberty. It said, thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. There's a difference between being set free and being made free. I am set free if I am hungry and somebody gives me money. I am set free if I'm limited and somebody opens the door and I enter. But you see, that dimension of freedom makes you dependent on the one who delivered you. But when you are made free, you become victory in motion. When you are made free, you become an answer in motion. So God is not just out to set us free, He's also out to make us free. You need external power to be set free, but you need knowledge to be made free. Because when you are made free, you become the answer that the world is looking for. If you are set free, you will need freedom again and again. That's why you keep coming for deliverance service after every 6 months. Because when the demon go, they come back. If you are not made free, you are not free. But when you are made free, when they come back, you are saturated. Jesus said when an evil spirit is gone out of a man, He said he moves about in desolate places. Matthew 12, 43, 44. He said if he does not find where to stay, he'd return. He said if that man is kept but empty, he said that spirit will look for 7 more wicked demons, and they will come into that man, and he said worse will be the state of that man than he ever was before he was delivered. So it's not enough to be set free. You must be made free so that you are free indeed. And so we must come to that point where people are beginning to be made, so that when we gather, our gathering becomes a convergence of the different dimensions of Christ. This is the burden in the heart of God.